So it's the opening game of today's episode time. Manchester City take on Manchester United in a derby at the Etihad Stadium. What a way to kick off today's episode. Two sides of the tunnel. Manchester City captained by Ruben Dias today, and Manchester United captained by a fellow Portuguese international for Ruben Dias. It is Bruno Fernandes. Outcome, the two sides led by the two captains, Onana and Ederson, follow Maguire and Stones, the two number 9s. The fullbacks in Shaw, or number 5s, the two fullbacks in Shaw there as well, and Kyle Walker. Haaland, De Bruyne on the end, Rashford and Antony for United. This is a big game. Two sides go head to head. Here's Rashford once again. Mason Mount, Fernandes around the corner, Mount. Nice ball through to Antony. Marcus Rashford continues the run here. Manchester United take the lead at the Etihad Stadium. They lead in the derby. And it is Marcus Rashford, Manchester born. Off this left-hand side, great play by United, who cut Manchester City open so easily, it seems like there. Defence all over the place. And Manchester United's Marcus Rashford gets the goal to give them the lead in the Manchester derby. Well, good play in the midfield from Rashford into Mason Mount. To Fernandes, Garassi back to Mount. He's brilliant football. City dragged out all over the place. Stones, Walker, Vardy, Diaz all out of position. Rodri nowhere to be seen either. And once Antony lays this one off, there's so much space for Marcus Rashford, and he puts it in the near post past Ederson. It's Shaw, ball in behind towards Rashford again. John Stones across. Rashford keeps going here. Marcus Rashford past John Stones. Great start by United. It's Antony on the turn here. United double lead and make it 2-0. Two quick goals in quick succession for Manchester United. And it's the Brazilian Antony who's been labelled a flop for many years now at Manchester United. For a long time, many months, he's been said that he is the biggest flop. But United lead against the run of play by 2-0. City had a lot of possession. City had a lot of the ball. But United have created two clear-cut chances and finished them brilliantly. Garassi causing problems up top. The former Stuttgart man. This ball through to Rashford again, causing problems to City defence. Stones and Walker don't know how to stop him. Physically just brilliant. Rashford in towards Antony. Ruben Dias so slow to get across. Ruben Dias nowhere to be seen. And the Brazilian curls the ball into the back of the net. And Manchester United have a 2-0 lead at the Etihad. Well, rarely United win at the Etihad. Stones into Grealish. Got Haaland running through the middle. Into Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne for City. He skips past Martinez. De Bruyne, nice touches. Kevin De Bruyne! City pull one back just before half time. And it's Kevin De Bruyne with a fantastic strike. No time for celebration from City's Belgian. He picks that ball up. City go again. Goal from Kevin De Bruyne. 1-0 Manchester City lead. Fantastic strike from Kevin De Bruyne. Individual brilliance from the Belgian. Found by Jack Grealish in between the defenders and midfielders. Nice touch and nice left-footed strike across the goalkeeper Onana. He's hit with power. He's hit with venom. And Andre Onana can't keep that one out. Nice find by Grealish in behind Ruben Neves, who just can't get the end of Kevin De Bruyne. Picks up that pocket space and punishes Manchester United. Here is Bruno Fernandes. Half-time whistle goes. Manchester City 2-1 down at half-time to a United side that are performing particularly well today. They have to be impressed with themselves. Last chance saloon for Manchester City here. Joško Vardiol. Nice ball over top to Lucas Paquetá. It's headed away. Paquetá against Onana. Onana comes out and flails the right arm and it puts it behind for a corner. City's less chance to get just a point for this one. Just an equaliser in the derby. Headed away by Manchester United. That is full time. Bragging rights go Manchester United's way. It means a lot to the players to come to the Etihad and beat Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, who have to be very unhappy with themselves for that performance. So a derby day defeat for Manchester City. Newcastle win by 4-1. Tottenham have beat Everton by 3-1. Villa 4, Wolves 1. Some of the other results around the Premier League. Leicester beating Fulham by 1-0. They are some results that all pretty much go against us. Chelsea leading to Brighton. Liverpool have dropped points, which is good. Arsenal beat Bournemouth by 1-0. Ipswich 0, West Ham United 3, Brentford 3, Southampton 0. And that is meaning that Manchester City dropped down all the way to 5th position on 19 points. Sitting top of the table is Spurs on 27, way ahead of the rest of the pack. Well, Manchester City in a fantastic position in the Champions League. It's Borussia Dortmund who come to the Etihad today. City, last time they faced off against the German side with a 2-1 win, thanks to an acrobatic, fantastic, spectacular finish from Erling Haaland. Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. Fulkrug up top for them. Vardy at the back. Battles, key games, key battles all over the field for City versus Dortmund. Haaland, Doku, runners, Doku, nice feet, in towards Kovacic. Nice take by Kovacic, sliding challenge, blocked, came back to Kovacic. And Dortmund get it away just. Here's Elise, looks to whip one. Acrobatic header from Schlotterbeck, puts it behind for a corner, but they won't get to take that Manchester City. Half time here. It is 0-0, all square between Manchester City and German side Borussia Dortmund. Into the second half here, Manchester City are pushing, but Dortmund are coming the other way now. Their chance of Borussia Dortmund. Good strong hands by Brazilian Ederson. It was Fulkrug's strike, but it was Ederson to keep it away. City messing about with the back. Former Dortmund man Manu Akanji giving it away. City caught out. Good save by the outstretched arms of Brazilian Ederson to keep things all square in the Champions League. Ball by Dortmund. Headed by Rodri. Kovacic can't keep it out on the line. And it's going to go down as an own goal perhaps for the Mateo Kovacic it is. Well, a header by Rodri that does go goalwards. Mateo Kovacic tries to control it in the line before he clears it away. Should he have just put his foot through that one, the Croatian? Well, it seems like he should have done. Ball comes in. He makes a mess of this one, Kovacic. As he takes the touchdown, the ball drops behind the line and into the back of the net. And Borussia Dortmund have the lead at the Etihad in the Champions League. Though it does drop over the line. That's poor from Kovacic. Here's Michael Elise. Nice ball into the De Bruyne. Haaland's been found here. Haaland at the near post. Manchester City find the equaliser on the 70th minute mark. And it's former Dortmund man Erling Haaland with the finish. He does celebrate against his former side. Jumps all here, there and everywhere from Erling Haaland. He finishes this one brilliantly. Dortmund with a poor clearance. Manu Akanji forward to Elise. City catch out Dortmund in the transition. Haaland and the Haaland-De Bruyne connection is absolutely fantastic. It's been shown again there. And the ball through by Kevin De Bruyne. He's inch perfect for Haaland to run onto it. Ahead of the defender. And fires it into the back of the net. Erling Haaland gives Manchester City an equaliser. Here's Paquetá. Great feet from the Brazilian. Wide to Doku. Space for De Bruyne. De Bruyne found here. De Bruyne for Manchester City onto that right foot. Kevin De Bruyne deflects and into the back of the net for Manchester City, who've turned this Champions League group stage game around and look like they might be picking up 3 points here today. Great play from Paquetá. Great ball retention. Doku finds De Bruyne. The run of Haaland's a decoy. Space for De Bruyne and it hits Schlotterbeck, who tries to head it, tries to divert it anywhere but goalwards on the strike from De Bruyne. But he's too much power in it from Manchester City's magician. And it deflects him over Kobel and into the back of the net to make it 2-1 to Manchester City here at the Etihad Stadium. Big goal for City. Headed away by Manchester City, and that is full time. Manchester City 2, Borussia Dortmund 1. And judging by the very much emphatic celebrations from this Manchester City squad, that must mean City have qualified for the later stages of the Champions League. The knockout stages will be upon us, where we might have a big draw. City are going to finish top of the group. We've been brilliant in the Champions League, 100% record so far. Borussia Dortmund couldn't stop us. Atleti couldn't stop us. Dynamo Zagreb certainly couldn't. This Manchester City side doing fantastically in Europe so far. A good win for City in the Champions League. You can see there the other team in our group, Atletico Madrid, beat Dynamo Zagreb by 1-0. Other results, big results. Milan have beat Benfica. Bayern Munich beat Copenhagen. Liverpool beat Celtic by 1-0. Real Madrid winning 4-0 against Partizan Belgrade. We sit top of our group now on 12 points. Atleti in second on 9. Zagreb and Dortmund only on 1. It looks like us and Atleti are already pretty much through. I think actually officially qualified. Well, back into the Premier League action for Manchester City, who are chasing down Tottenham Hotspur at the top of that Premier League table. Big test for Manchester City away from home today, however, as they go to Anfield to face a Liverpool side. Former Jurgen Klopp team, now they are led by a new manager. It's a new era at Liverpool, a new era at Anfield, and Manchester City look to make it a new era for Manchester City at Anfield. The record for City at Anfield isn't brilliant. City rarely pick up a win here away from home. The atmosphere is hostile. The players they put out and the football they play is intense. But Manchester City have got to put in a top performance to come away with anything at all here today. Just a point would be brilliant, but I think 3 points would be the icing on the cake for Manchester City at this stage of the season. Oh, City 3-on-2 here. The ball in behind towards Luis Diaz. Oh, he's misread that one as Ruben Diaz. And it's Luis Diaz for Manchester City to defend against. He can't do. And Liverpool take the lead early on at Anfield. 17 minutes on the clock. And it's Colombian Luis Diaz who gives Liverpool the lead over Manchester City. Brilliant play on the counter. Ruben Diaz should do so much better here. He seems to lose the way the ball's going, the way the ball's moving, the weight of the pass from Jota. He's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Perfection. And played in is Luis Diaz. I mean, he's not missing from there. Ederson comes out to try and smother it. It's a good finish by Diaz. He hits it hard. He hits it true. Elise in this wide right-hand side. Elise against Robertson. Taking down Elise. He's going to get back on his feet, is he? He takes it back off Robertson. What a chance for City. Back to Haaland. It's behind Haaland with the pass. Alisson makes the save. That's a big mistake by City. McAllister. Robertson. Soboslai. Jota on the turn. Big block by Diaz. Mo Salah with the acrobatics. And over the bar by Mohamed Salah. He goes for the overhead kick, the spectacular. And for a second I thought it was going to come off there. Good block by Diaz. It falls perfectly for Salah for that overhead kick. Paquetá. Oh, he gets into a stray pass by Liverpool. And he plays in Haaland here. Another chance for Haaland. Surely not this time. Haaland again. Another sitter missed by Haaland due to the physical approach. De Bruyne. De Bruyne wide to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo. Paquetá. Paquetá! Well, he's been brilliant today at Anfield. Lucas Paquetá. He's created so many chances for Manchester City. 2 real clear-cut chances for Erling Haaland, who could not put them in the back of the net. But the £85 million man, signed from West Ham United, Lucas Paquetá, puts it in the back of the net. And equalises for Manchester City here at Anfield. Big goal from Lucas Paquetá. Can Manchester City go on to win this now? Can they hold off Liverpool? Brilliant finish from Lucas Paquetá. Very nicely done. Bernardo Silva finds space this left-hand side into Paquetá. And with the left foot, it's an odd finish. Unexpected from Alisson. His fellow Brazilian international. He pokes it through. And he pokes it into the back of the net to give Manchester City an equaliser. 1-1 at Anfield. Here's De Bruyne. Ball through to Frimpong, who's done well against Robertson there. Frimpong gets a crossing. Chance for Alvarez! What a chance for Julian Alvarez, who was running off there like he'd scored initially. I think he thought he had scored. But he hits it with the outside of the boot, Alvarez. And just puts it wide of the post. Liverpool away on as far as Bernardo Silva. That is full time at Anfield. Manchester City aren't defeated, but they only come away with 1 point. It's shared between us and Liverpool. Manchester City won. Liverpool won. Lucas Paquetá's goal, which got the equaliser for City late on. We'll share points at Anfield for Manchester City. United go and lose 2-0 to Newcastle. But the big one is Spurs have won. Arsenal have won, or drawn actually 2-2 with Ipswich, which is good to us. Crystal Palace win. Chelsea win 2-0 against Fulham. But yeah, Spurs did win their game. So 30 points to Spurs now. Manchester City in 6th position. 10 points off the league leader Spurs, who seem like they're going to be the side to beat this season. And I have a feeling we might not just be able to do that. Villa in 2nd, Newcastle in 3rd, West Ham 4th. Well, back into the action today in Premier League action for Manchester City. Bournemouth at home. Erling Haaland misses today's game through a little bit of an injury, carrying a knock after the game against Liverpool at Anfield. So Julian Alvarez is given the big job of doing the goals and scoring the goals up top for Manchester City today against AFC Bournemouth. Kovacic, nice ball over top to DOKU. What a ball to start the game. Jeremy DOKU pulls it back to Kovacic. He's just behind him. Lays it off to Phil Foden. Foden with a strike. Randolph makes the save. Here's Alvarez again for Manchester City. Into Paquetá, who's brilliant at Anfield. Paquetá through to Kyle Walker. It's Kyle Walker with a chance. Oh, it's off the post and Alvarez puts it in. Well, he doesn't score many goals, Kyle Walker. He's shown there with that finish off the post, but it comes back to Julian Alvarez, who finished it off in there today for Erling Haaland, carrying a knock. And Haaland is backed up by a top striker in Alvarez, and he's shown it again there. Brilliant finish from Julian. In the right place, the right time. Pounces on a mistake by Bournemouth really defensively. Lucas Paquetá, once again, the Brazilian, is the key to unlocking defences. Unlocks another defence this time, Bournemouth, with a great ball through to Walker. Unlucky with the finish. But Alvarez is there just to walk it in and give Manchester City the lead at the Etihad. Manchester City 1, Bournemouth 0. And this ball by Paquetá completely unlocks them. Great run by Kyle Walker. Randolph just gets fingertips on it to keep it out. He's so unlucky. City already trying to make it 2 at the start of this second half. Here is Kovacic. Great ball top to Jeremy Doku, who flicks it over Randolph. What a finish from Jeremy Doku, who is in real goal scoring form, isn't he, this season? Cannot stop scoring, and he's done it again as the Belgian. What a ball by Mateo Kovacic. Lifts it over between defence and goalkeeper. A very difficult pass to defend, especially some of the pace of Jeremy Doku who's got in there. And Doku just toe pokes it over Randolph into the back of the net. Beats the Irishman to it. And gives Manchester City a 1-0 lead here. What a ball by Kovacic. And what a nice little finish by Doku there. Takes the risk and gets the reward. Manchester City 2, Bournemouth 0. Bournemouth coming forward. Great challenge by Matheus Nunes, who's got this energy and driving him like no other player. And Matheus Nunes pushes his side forward. He's over the halfway line here, Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes looks like he can't be stopped. He's still going here. Matheus Nunes for Manchester City. What a goal from Manchester City's powerful midfielder, Matheus Nunes. A Yaya Toure-esque run, winning the ball back, getting going, and he just cannot be stopped. The powerfulness that he shows in his running there. And he was off, and he just started going, and he could not be stopped, and he kept going, and he kept going, and he kept going. And they tried to get near him, and by the time they got anywhere near him, he had put it in the back of the net. What a goal by Matheus Nunes. Great finish from our Portuguese midfielder, who's starting to play his way into the first team 11. Similar to Lucas Paquetá, both playing so well in midfield areas. That's an absolutely cracking finish by Matheus Nunes, who gives Manchester City a big, big lead now. Doku, Alvarez, Kovacic, Paquetá, Paquetá, good feet, Paquetá still, pulls it back here, Matheus Nunes, Alvarez on the turn, Alvarez here, it's Grealish who finds him. 4-0 Manchester City. Julian Alvarez with a goal. Great team play by Manchester City, great teamwork. Works so well together. On the spin here, Paquetá, into Kovacic, into Grealish, turns it to Alvarez, left-footed finish, who gets his hat-trick, I think, today, Julian. Hat-trick for Manchester City. Great play against Bournemouth. City lead by 4-0 against Bournemouth at home. What a result, what a performance. And hopefully that gets a little bit close to Spurs. Into Kovacic. Foden, that's the full-time whistle gone for Manchester City. A 4-0 win at home against Bournemouth. City making up the ground, trying to make up the ground from Spurs. After too many drop points, it's going to be a tough old Premier League season, this one. And City are giving it their all. Well, a big win for Manchester City. Big win. Same for Liverpool. The same goes for Leicester and so on. Brentford win, Arsenal win, but Spurs win again, a 1-0 win over Chelsea. The amount of clean sheets Spurs have got this season is unbelievable. 33 points clear. Well, 33 points they're on. 10 points clear of Manchester City and Aston Villa. We're chasing them down. Well, final game of today's episode is Champions League action. Dynamo Zagreb come from Croatia to England to face Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. Kyle Walker will be City's captain today. Stefan Ortega in there for a City side that are already through in the Champions League. Here is Miguel Gutierrez. Wide by Paquetá. Doku. Oh, wonderful feet by Doku. Doku still going here. Great goal. Jeremy Doku does finish it. Great goal was in my mind. Great goal was created and finished by Jeremy Doku, who just cannot be stopped at the moment. Absolutely spectacular footwork from the Belgian. Weaves in and out of the challenges. Unbelievably well. Doku here. Pass 1. Pass 2. Gets a little bit lucky. Pass 3. Pass 4. And past the goalkeeper and the defender 5 and 6. What an individual bit of brilliance from Jeremy Doku. Manchester City take the lead here in Zagreb. And it's absolutely brilliant from Doku. Look at the footwork here. You just could not stop him. And Doku punishes the Zagreb defence with an absolutely spectacular finish. Wow, what a goal that is from Jeremy Doku. Corner for Manchester City. To be swung in by Paquetá. Rodri in there. Rodri could get on the end of it again. Rodri still. Rodri with a strike. Big strike from Rodri. 2-0 Manchester City in the 37th minute. And it's Rodri from midfield with a brilliant hit. He goes up for the initial header, thinking to head it in the back of the net. He can't do, but he fights, he keeps going. Takes a few touches. And eventually he gets it under his control. On his stronger right foot. And he hammers it the near post past the goalkeeper. No stopping that one for the goalkeeper of Zagreb. Nice ball in by Paquetá. He's very dangerous. Roderick did really well to defend that one. But he does not give up. And in the end, it's a thumping strike. Phil Foden. Oh, he's caught on it here, Foden. Big mistake by Foden. Chance for Zagreb, who play the ball through here. City in trouble. Beat Stones. Pekovic at the near post. Pekovic pulls one back for Zagreb. Poor defending by Manchester City, who are caught out in a poor situation. And it's Pekovic who punishes us. Well, good play by the opposition. They've done well there, to be fair to them. Phil Foden, that's silly. He's caught out. Into Pekovic. And he catches out. Really good play. Pekovic to the near post. Ortega not going to get a clean sheet today. That's a shame. They will not be happy with that one, the City defence. Neither will Stefan Ortega. That is a full-time whistle. 2-1 win for Manchester City against Zagreb. The perfect record, our Champions League record continues. We cannot be stopped at the moment in Europe. And I've been very impressed with the performances by the side. Well, City already qualified in the Champions League. That ends today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please do join the Members Club if you want to see these videos in extended highlights. Top of the group with 15 points. We'll see you guys next time.